Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction created for entertainment purpose only, not affiliated with BTS or Big Hit Entertainment. Characters and storylines are fictional and for entertainment purpose only. If you are homophobic, then please just leave. Titles running promote respect and kindness. Introduction: Kim Taehyung was the kind of boy who didn't just walk. He owned every hallway he stepped into, son of the billionaire, heir to an empire, and studying business at Seoul University more out of boredom than necessity. He was the most handsome student on campus, sharp jawline, deep voice, eyes like secret people longed to uncover. Girls and boys alike threw themselves at his feet, some chasing love, others craving a night. But Taehyung didn't look at anyone. His indifference only made him more dangerous. He was not interested in relationships, not in emotions. He claimed no heart, gave no explanation, but he did have one strange fixation: Jungkook. Jungkook was everything Taehyung wasn't: poor, humble, quit, job of the university, the scholarship student everyone respected but never really saw. He dressed plainly, kept to himself, and always had a textbook in hand. He had no time for drama, no place in the golden circles of Seoul's elite. Yet somehow he always ended up in Taehyung's orbit. Taehyung would throw him his assignments last minute with a lazy smite: "You are the genius, are not you? Do it for me, Bunny." And Jungkook would take the papers with trembling fingers, eyes lowered, cheeks flushed. He feared Taehyung and loved him. Secretly, silently, with the kind of edge that made breathing hard sometimes. Taehyung didn't hate, didn't curse, but his mockery, his orders, the way he always found Jungkook in the crowd, it felt like bullying in disguise. And Jungkook, hopelessly trapped between fear and affection, never said no. What Jungkook didn't know, what even Taehyung refused to admit, was that in the corners of his cold, guarded heart, he felt something too, something terrifying, something sought for that bunny world. The hallways of Seoul University buzzed with morning chatter, the echo of designer shoes, and the scent of expensive colognes trailing behind groups of students. Among them, quickly slipping through the crowd like a shadow, was Jungkook, books clutched tightly to his chest, oversized hoodie swallowing his small frame. His bunny-like ears scanned the floor more than the people. His dark hair flopped into his face as he walked, soft, shy, scared. Another day, another lecture, another prayer to get through it without him noticing. But fate rarely listened. "Yeah, Bunny," Jungkook frowned, that voice low, amused, always laced with mockery. Slowly he turned, and there he was, Kim Taehyung, dressed in a sleek black coat over a cream turtleneck, gold rings on his fingers, lazy smirk on his lips. A small crowd of admirers lingered behind him, like they always did. But Taehyung's sharp eyes were focused only on one person. Jungkook. "Taehyung, what? You didn't greet me this morning?" Taehyung stepped closer, towering over him. "Where is that brilliant brain of yours, huh? Must be all fried from working on my assignment all night." The crowd chuckled quickly behind him. Jungkook's grip on his books tightened. "Jungkook, I finished it," Jungkook whispered, voice barely audible. "It's in your locker, Taehyung." "Oh, good boy," Taehyung said mockingly, tapping Jungkook's cheeks with two fingers. "Always so obedient." "Makes me wonder what else you would do if I asked nicely." A ripple of laughter again. Jungkook bit his lip hard. His eyes stung, but he refused to let the tears fall in front of them. He bowed his head lower, shoulders trembling. "Jungkook, what did I ever do to deserve this?" he whispered so softly no one heard except him. For a second, just one heartbeat, something flickered in Taehyung's expression: guilt, regret. But it was gone before it could take root. He scoffed, turned, and walked away like he didn't hear a thing. Jungkook stood there, blinking away silent tears just like every other day. Jungkook quickly walked into the classroom, holding his books close to his chest. He sat in the back corner like always, hoping no one would notice him, but they did. They always did. Taehyung sat in the middle of the room with his rich, loud friends. They were laughing, talking, and looking for someone to make fun of. And like every day, their eyes landed on Jungkook. Minjae, look at Bunny Boy all alone again, Minjae said loudly, pointing. Honwoo, probably studying how to breathe correctly. Honwoo joked, can't take a break, right, Mr. Genius? They all laughed, even Taehyung. Taehyung looked over at Jungkook and smirked. He is not even real, just a tiny robot who cries when you press the wrong button. Jungkook didn't say anything. He never did. He just sat there, head down, pretending to be okay. But this time it was different. When Taehyung looked again, he saw something that made his smile fade. Jungkook's big round eyes were full of tears. He wasn't crying loudly, but his face looked so sad. His lips were shaking. He wiped his cheeks quickly, trying to hide it. Taehyung's chest felt tight. He didn't know why, but it hurt a little to see him like that. Minjae laughed again, but Taehyung didn't. Taehyung, he stood up quickly. Stop it, he said. His friends blinked surprised Minjae. What? Minjae asked Taehyung. I said stop it, it's not funny anymore. Without looking back, Taehyung picked up his bag and walked out of the room. His friends followed him, confused and whispering. Jungkook sat alone in the bag, wiping his tears with his sleeves. For the first time ever, Taehyung had walked away. Jungkook sat in the back of the class, frozen. His fingers gripped the edge of his desk tightly, knuckles white. He blinked fast, trying to hold back the tears that threatened to fall again. The room was quieter now, no more laughing, no more teasing, but the words still echoed in his head. He is not even real, just a tiny robot who cries. And the worst part, it came from him. From Taehyung, the boy Jungkook had loved quickly, secretly, with all his heart. He looked down at his notebook, not really seeing the words his chest etched. Jungkook, it hurts, he whispered to himself, his voice shaking. It hurts when the person you love is the one who makes fun of you the most. A single tear rolled down his cheeks. He wiped it away quickly before anyone could see. The professor came in and started the lecture, but Jungkook couldn't focus. His head was down the whole time, heart heavy and eyes blurry. When the class finally ended, Jungkook was the last to leave. He walked straight to the bathroom, pushing open the door with trembling hands. He dropped his bag on the floor, stepped up to the sink, and looked at himself in the mirror. His eyes were red, his face pale. He turned on the tap and splashed cold water on his face. Again and again and again, trying to wash away the pain, trying to pretend he was okay, but deep inside he wasn't, not even close. To be continued.